The differential feed on the Bernina L450 serger is the second knob down on this side. So what we're going to notice is that sometimes when fabric is really stretchy or slippery, when it stitches, you might get some stitching that is going to come out a little wavy. All right, so that's not usually what you're looking for. So what we have, and you can almost lift up the presser foot, bring the needles up, and look from the side view here, and you can actually see that you have two sets of feed dogs, two in the front and two in the back. Well, as you notice by the length of the presser foot, it is quite long. And even the distance from the front of the toe to the needles, that's over an inch of difference. So as you have all that pressure coming down on stretchy fabric, it's pretty much stretching it out as it sews and then giving you the results of not so pretty work. So here's what you can actually do. With the differential feed, you can adjust it. So normally it's at 1. I noticed it was actually at 0.7. Okay, so normally to fix the problem that I just had, we're going to go to 2. 2 is going to take the front feed dog, make it pull more in than the back feed dog. And the back feed dog is going to kind of like catch it and make it just kind of come in and be nice and flat. So it's going to like ease it in. Let's go ahead and do this on the other side. You'll find that with like this is kind of almost like a fleece. Make your stitch length a little longer so you're not working so hard here. And I can already feel it. It's like pulling in, but then it's being stifled right where the needles are actually doing the stitching. So now when it comes out, we actually have a nice flat version versus the wavy version, the stretched out version that we had before. So on the reverse side, you did notice that this, when we go back to normal, we want to switch it back to 1.5. There is a 0.7 setting. So when we're working on something that's very slippery, but not necessarily stretchy, you know what I'm talking about, like a satin or even a rayon. And what happens is as you stitch, you get to the end and one of the layers is shorter. It's usually the lower layer. And it almost looks like it's gathered. And that's what has happened. So what you do is you use the opposite direction where we make those front feed dogs, instead of gathering more like we just did, it actually holds back, makes it so that bottom layer doesn't feed as feed quicker than the top layer. It actually will come out even at the end. So it really makes a difference when you're doing it. Now, differential feed will also get used when we do some gathering. So if you're using a gathering foot or just gathering some fabric, we're not talking home deck fabric weight, but something of the lighter category, that will actually help kind of get it all squished down together. And what it does is it pulls it in and lets you stitch. Set your stitch length super long and tighten up your needle tensions to get even more gathers on a lightweight fabric. We'll do a video on that too, but the differential feed is used in the gathering techniques. But if you have any problems like this or something not coming out even at the end, use your differential feed. If you don't remember which way to turn it, one will make it worse, go the other way, and one will make it better.